first got up and played in front of people, it was a fluke. These guys in Burbank used to jam like on the mountain. And I thought, well, I want to get up and play, you know? And when I first did it, people started clapping and stuff, and I was blown away. I just never had such
you were jamming. Were you jamming? Those people, myself included, you imitate before you throw out the old and try and find yourself.
Yeah, well, the thing, I'll tell you, to be honest, I wish I could agree with you, but, I mean, like, even now, everything happens so fast in this band, I haven't had enough time to really think what I want to do. Like, for instance, I do a solo live. Like, I do a lot of these things, like, sort of Eddie Van Halen does, and it kills me that I do that. It's just flash, you know, the kids, it impresses them, and, you know, I'm trying to make a name as fast as I can. I wish I could take time and come up with something that nobody's done. And I'll tell you the reason why I started to get a style is when I started teaching. Because I had to teach. People wanted to learn everybody's licks, everybody's things, right? And at first it was okay. I thought, okay, wait a minute, you've got to get your own style. You know, you can't do that. So I started like just combining what they want to learn and just a bit of technique. And you know, you hear so many different people every day. You find yourself in it, if you can understand that. But I mean, when you're teaching like everybody's licks all day, you know. And I never did that because I never had a stereo when I was young, so I never copied licks off records. See, I started when I was really young. I started when I was 7, and I never got to cop records because I didn't even have a record player. So by the time I got to teaching, I didn't want people to keep carrying on doing that, you know, too long.
So where did you get your licks from then? Or where did you go?
Just from playing and a combination of teaching and...
Yeah, but before you teach, you must know.
No, I'll tell you something. I learned more than I ever have learned by teaching. Because, like, they'd come up with progressions and say, well, what kind of lick can I do here? And I'd have to keep reverting to scale. And sometimes they'd come up with questions I couldn't answer. Therefore, I'd learn licks. Every day, every student, I'd almost learn something, you know? And it was like, I just learned so much that it was great. When I started liking rock, the only idol I had was Elvis Presley. Thought he was the greatest, you know, but I didn't realize what lead was all about at that age. I was too young to say, oh, he plays great, you know.
So how old were you when you started?
7.
How old are you now?
24. But another thing is, I tried lessons off and on, but I couldn't stick with it, you know, and I didn't have the patience. But I went back in my teens and took classical, and it did wonders for me.
So it sounds like you didn't have rock and roll dreams at all.
No, not till, I'll tell you, when I was like 12 and 13, I started jamming, and then I said, that's it, I want to do this for real.
Wow, and he did it for real.
He sure did, and made a big difference, made a big mark.